feel me like a Mike. You know I'ma get it right. So stay with me, run away with me. Need like a dope fiend, need dope. Need like a coke fiend, need coke. Even though your heart cold, ski slope. I really hope the song bringing me close.
I just realized I've built walls a mile high to protect my heart, but now I'm all alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I am strong. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle.
I'm gonna tear down this castle.
Watch me march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? I criticized myself for trusting lies. I know I can't hide, 'cause then I'd be alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I'm enough. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle.
I'm gonna tear down this castle.
Watch me march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart,
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind. About who I'm supposed to be, I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last it long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
Yeah. MD.
We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got us running through these veins. Make way for the king.
What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another AFR broadcast. It's been a while, but I am back. And with me today is Jacob Meister.
Good evening, everyone.
Alright, so we are here for Tier 1 and Tier 2 tonight at the granddaddy of circuits, that is Silverstone, the home of Formula 1 racing. And let's have a look. We have a full grid, so we should be in for quite an interesting race. And I can see clouds, which is so typically Britain. So this should be a good one. All right,
Just waiting for the drivers to enter the qualifying session.
So we'll just wait for everyone to get ready. It shouldn't be too much longer. 18 minutes on that clock. Obviously, there's a little bit of desync with us here in the commentary box, but how we get over that? All right, so Jacob, give me a rundown. What are you expecting for tonight? What should we be looking at? And all the jazz.
Well, no Revo, no Mikhail. We talked about it last week, me and Psycho, and you just can't call it, really. It's all the other drivers are so close. And, I mean, of the past couple of races we've had here at Great Britain back in Season 3 and 4, it was either Revo or Mikhail that won. So it's really tough to call. As Apollo Pepsi leaves the session, he's just rejoined. Okay, awesome. So to call a winner here, I don't know, but we've got a couple new arrivals here. Sid, he's reserving, Sid the Sloth, and Yumpsy, who started in Tier 2 back in France a couple of weeks ago. Came second over there, and he's got the pace to certainly make a showing in Tier 1. So I expect those guys to definitely make their impact felt, but to call a winner, it's way too early at this point.
It will be interesting to see. It's good to see nice full grid, and obviously with the Revo and Mikhail exits, the talent pool has shifted, changed up. So yeah, it'll be good to see what the dynamic looks like moving forward in the race. Obviously, what's that? 50%. That's 20.
30, 26.
Yeah, something like that laps. So decent race. So we'll see how that evolves as we go forward. So Big Al driving for the Haas team. First car out on track, it was Apollo, then he DC'd and rejoined and ended up back in the pit lane. So let's move forward now, but we'll see what he can do for a first flying lap. You can see him just working through the gears there. That's weird. Shifting between 7th and 8th there, just making sure he does, in fact, have an 8th gear. Testing out the Ferrari engine, you know how it is.
Of course.
Good morning. Relax. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Poddy's on.
Here
I
we
think
go.
it means Potsy.
There you go. Coming around that corner, across the line, and now we see the Haas start the flying lap. So, of course, Silverstone, one of the great racetracks of history. Out on the brakes there as we turn into... Oh, we've got a Sector 3 yellow flag already. It's just a massive traffic jam. That's okay.
Oh.
Down the straight. About 50-meter board. Brakes, nice and easy in the apex. Stay tight, there we go. Oh, a little bit squirrely on the exit there, but he keeps it.
Very clean otherwise so far.
Down the hanger straight all the way to Cops now. Oh, it's essentially flat. That's
Used
brilliant.
all the curve either way.
That's brilliant. Now we go through Maggots, Beckett's, and of course out into Chapel. Into the DRS zone. Nice Aramco bridge there. Looking like a pretty clean lap now. Go. 50 down, nice, using as much of the curb on the left as possible. Is done to the final sector now. And that final corner and across the line, and he'll set 124.927. A bad start there.
Really quick. They looked really quick as well, actually. That's a pretty good benchmark for the rest of the drivers here.
Who else is in that? That looks like combined or spun around actually. Rejoins the track there. That's not going to be great for the wear on those tyres as more people come across that line. So Gus Rules there in second with a 125.1. Red Panda, a 124. Oh, as Matzoid now sets the fastest time with a 124.9 flat. In the AlphaTauri. That's pretty damn good. Wahid there just jumped up to third with a 124.997. And there's Smitty, T-Mac, Pacey. All setting times there. Pacey on the slow side, a 127.7. So it looks like he's doing a bit of a warm-up. Ready?
Charlie
just broke the time there again, a 124.6. 12 minutes, 30 seconds left on that timer. Jump on board now with Combined as he comes across for his flying lap. See how fast. Now, interestingly enough, he is on the medium tyre.
Nearly flat through there. Kind of hard to do on the mediums. Don't know why he's running on the mediums though.
Maybe he's trying to get warm-ups out of the way with the medium tyre and then coming into the pits, switching over to the softs and then punching through. We'll see. There's only 2 people on the medium tyre so far, which is Combined and Sid. They're in the Ferrari. As I see, Yumpsy set a time there, a 125.009, alongside his teammate Wahid. Bandcamp with a 125.8. Lotus there in the Ferrari with a 125.9. Down. Nice through the cops there.
Barely lifting until the third turn there.
It's insane how fast the cars go through here.
Compared to 19, it's just so crazy being able to stay flat.
It is actually crazy. The amount of downforce these cars have. The ability to stick they're so much faster. Sticking to the side of that curve. Not using the full track there, but that's okay. Down through the gears as we move to Vale Chicane and then out through Club. That main straight with a 125.8, and that'll set him right now in 11th position. So we
Pretty good medium.
That is a great medium run, actually. But we'll see if he stays on that or if he switches out and goes for a faster time. I don't know if he wants to start the race on mediums. I'm not sure what the... I mean, if he stays in 11th, he doesn't matter anyway.
You can see much drivers in the pits getting ready for the run.
Up with T-Mac here, who I believe is... looks like he's invalidated his lap. Comes around cops there.
Yeah, spotted a few invalidations. Matt Macadebri invalidated his first run. Same for Yumpsy, I think it was. I think that was Peter, sorry, in the Alpha, my bad. But a few people invalidating. Pretty easy to do around here, especially on the right-hander out of Sector 3. The leader of this league, somebody is asking. Well, it was Revo. In fact, he's still top of the standings. However, with his departure... Let me just check the standings. Who was the highest apart from him? That'd be Macadebri on 127 points. Followed by Potsy on 90 points and then Big Al on 80. So those are your 3 names to look out for. But Charlie, up in pole, very good quali pace. You want to convert that into something good in the race.
7 drivers. They're yet to set a time. Matt Dabry, one of them, is coming around Chapel Curve now. The hanger straight, so we'll see where he can sit on this board. I'm very interested to see Sid and Peter set a time. I've heard that they are fast. I'd like to see that with my own eyes. Here we go. So Matt Dabby slowing down just before the Vale Chicane.
A couple of follows coming in. FPT 763 and Relax. Thank you both for the follows as Matt starts his flying lap.
Alright. Flying lap with the Red Bull. Through Farm Curve, up into Village, hard on the brakes. Use all of that inside Apex. That puts you around Aintree and then onto the Wellington Straight. So you want to try and maximise the speed there. Didn't look too clean, but we'll see. It's the DRS there, then you move all the way down to Brooklands. Now Brooklands you can seem to take pretty fast. Quick shifts down and then hold on the inside 4th gear. Then usually you sort of coast around. Oh, he drops down. That's interesting. Drops down in a second and then quick shifts up to 4th.
Wow.
Okay. We'll have to see how that goes. So then through Woodcote, and then you do it flat through Cops. Yeah, pretty much. Go into the infamous Maggots Beggots. That 8th gear the entire way, only shifting down there, and then down into 6th. Nice use of the curbs. Out through Chapel, into the DRS zone. Now it's flat stick all the way down the hanger straight to Stowe. And down slightly. Using all of the track available. Well done. And into the Vale Chicane. Got traffic in front of him, but I don't think it'll matter. No, they'll be out of the way. Plenty. It's 122 as he comes around Club. That's a good time. It's a 125.190. So he sits just in front of his teammate there in 8th place.
3 thousandths behind 7th as well. If he hadn't gone more squirrely down at the very end, he might have been up to take 7th, but what else, I suppose.
Alright, so now we jump on board with Potsy, another driver yet to set a time. Driving for Williams Racing, his teammate T-Mac there with a 125.510. See Big Al coming out of the pits there now. We'll see where Potsy can sit himself on the leaderboard. Red Panda's in front of him. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, though. Actually, I think they're both on flying laps.
Panda just set a 25 flat, so he shouldn't be on a lap here.
Oh, okay. So he... Oh, right. Yeah, that's... I didn't notice that, but yes, he did. He jumped all the way up to 7th. So no longer side by side, the Red Bulls. Red Panda going on the outside, making sure to get out of the way.
Well, time's coming in. Seb for 24.7, Wahida for 24.8.
Wow, it's really heating up on the top end there. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left on this qualification session. Potsy now into, I believe, or just about into the final sector through Maggots and Beckett's now. Charlie still sitting at the top of the board, but Sid breaking up Wahid there into second, Wahid dropping down. Matzo's still in fourth. Go into the hangar straight. The fuel icon is on. He is running this car as light as possible.
Bit of curb on the left-hand side, but it's fine. Can't take too much in this game. Last 2 turns. Nice and clean, and it just looks good. 24.7.
A 124.764. That puts him up into 3rd place. What a lap.
Track Evolution will be playing its part, but geez, it's tight at the top, that's for sure.
That's crazy. So 5 minutes 38 left on the clock there. As Big Al starts a flying lap now. We've managed to catch him just... Oh, locking up that front right, though. Going in way too hot into Village.
Just caught. Flyboy is the last person to set a time as Big Al comes down the DRS straight here. He's still got to set a time, but he hasn't left pits this session, so... hoping he can make a run. Coming through this long right-handed now. Big Al set a pretty good lap at the start, 24.9. I thought it was really good. Obviously, 6 other drivers have decided that theirs was better. Big Al would make a few attempts here, not using quite all of the track, but still flat through cops. Flat through Maggots and Beckett's.
See a yellow flag there.
It's just the Williams.
Oh, goes out sideways, but didn't invalidate. The track map still lighting up as all green.
He's lost a 10th there, though, on his old time. He's going to have to do another run as Pepsi now for 24.5. Wow.
Oh, and he goes straight into the pits. Okay, so he wasn't happy with that at all. Okay.
Ricky Kata, thanks for the follow.
Yes.
Really quick time.
Very much I was about to mention that as Flyboys left the session. So, looks like we might have some connection issues here.
I hope we can make the race at the very least. A few minutes left. A bit more time than what it says for us due to the usual qualifying desync.
Yep.
So 4 minutes plus a little bit more left on the clock. All the drivers gearing up for their
Apollo
last
Pepsi
run.
is the current leader this qualification session, 124.549 from the racing point.
Wow.
Charlie now down into second, who is starting an outlap. Actually, he just started his flying lap there.
It's a bit early.
With him, so his teammate Big Al went to set a flying lap, then decided to pull into the pits. Wasn't happy with it. So we'll see if he comes out one last go. See if Charlie can beat Apollo off the top of that board. Makes his way. There it is. He's 1/10 up on his time. So far, so good.
Well, considering how early he said it's 24.6, he's definitely got some time to find with the track gripping up. And he did get pole here down in Austria last week, but only got 7th place. He's got the quali pace, doesn't he have the race pace though?
And Maggots Beckett's sticking to that track. Staying out of the grass, that's good. Into the DRS zone. Yep. That's nuts. He is flying right now. There is no doubt in my mind. As long as he doesn't screw up this last sector, if he makes it through Vale okay, he will definitely be up the top of that board. But the question is, how much more? Like, he's currently got a 124.6. I'm thinking it's going to be close to a 123.9. Oh, 124.2.
Oh.
That's a massive jump. 3.85.
Nearly 3 tenths. That's a big gap to make up here around here.
Crazy drive. Absolutely crazy drive. Okay, let's jump on with Potsy. Coming around old Hanger Straight. Charlie's taking back that top spot. It looks like we've got about, we'll take 3 minutes. Take into account the desync.
2 yellow flag. That just looks like a McLaren slowing down.
Only person not to set a time is Flyboy. I'm not sure if he's reconnected.
I thought he might be doing a step where he just stayed to the pits until the very last moment and then go and do a really quick lap. But no, I think he's sitting out this quali, it seems.
Here we go. On board with the Williams. Currently fourth. 1:24.76. Can he improve? Where can he put himself on the board? Sid with Team Red is currently in the pit. Oh, he's in the outlap. Just started that.
He just wants to prove you wrong.
So, and Apollo's also there as well. So everybody going out for their final runs. Close to it.
Yes, this midfield here from 5th down to around 15th. It's only a few teams between most of the grid. It's incredible.
Yeah, Potsy with a 1/10 improvement. Got a little bit of a lock-up on the front right, left, sorry. You can tell that he's pushing. Charlie has retired from the session, so Charlie is happy with his 1:24.27. But will it be enough to hold oncoming flood? It's a fast time, I'll give you that. But we'll see if it is actually enough. So Flyboy not able to set a time, but he will start from last on the grid. Potsy now coming through Sector 2. He'll hit end of Sector 3 as we approach Stowe. What's the improvement?
So I think a 10th. The detection zone back on the straight a bit.
Oh, it was back on the straight. Yeah, sorry. Yes, I read the map wrong.
He's still got positions to make here, though, and still improving his time if he gets through here cleanly, which he does.
There you go. Round club across the line, and he jumps up into third. Not bad. But we have a ton of people who are currently on a flying lap, Matsoid being one of them. Red Panda retires from the session.
Faber, 24.5.
Wow, Faber jumping up there in a second place. Not bad at all, and it looks like Matsoid has invalidated.
Pepsi's invalidated too.
Oh, Pepsi spun!
Oh! So he doesn't get in the way of Wahid here. He's just about to come around. He's off the track, that's good.
There's,
And Wahid improves, up to 6th.
looks like Big Al's going slow there.
Peter's making like a small improvement as he comes across the last turn. And that's enough to put him into 9th.
That puts him in a 9th there, so it does look like Charlie will keep a position. Sid is on a lap. Oh, is Smitty. I thought Smitty was going to join right in front of him then.
Bands up 4 attempts coming through Vale now, but it won't make him too many spots here. Gus is invalidated. The Sid's next. He's up enough to maybe jump Wahid here.
It's looking good, man. This is quick.
Oh wow, forget that. Second place.
1:24.505. He's knocked down Faber in the Alfa Romeo. He will start. Yeah, he will start in second. And I think Faber's just coming in there. Yeah, that's it. So I believe that is the session done. As Faber starts to join the track.
That's both reserves, Sid and Yumsy in the top 10. That's pretty impressive.
They're all. Let's have a look and see if the replay feature's still working. That's a good sign. So here it is with Matzo, and then we jumped on with Apollo. That's where we saw just got caught out there. Onto the grass. Unfortunate. All right, so that is the qualification session done. Charlie with a 124.279 will solidify that pole position. Sid will start alongside for Team Red with a 124.5. Feber in third with his 124.533. Polar Pepsi in fourth. Potsy in fifth. Big Al in sixth. Wahid, Matzoid, Peter, and Yumpsy round out the top 10. Now, it's unfortunate there for Flyboy, who wasn't able to set a qualification time, so he will have to start from last on the grid. But, by choice. So, I guess there's something to look forward to. And yes, as was confirmed, we have a dry race. So, it should be just pure skill now. Be up to the drivers to just absolutely floor it. No real risks, I guess. No rain.
The tyre strap will pretty much stay the same for all drivers, although those outside the top 10 may be looking at going onto a harder compound. We should see people try soft medium here, but what will be more interesting is the undercut around here. The softs won't really do more than 10 or so laps. You can push them further, but there's just not that much pace left in them. So it'll be interesting to see when people jump in for their mediums to go to the end. And indeed, who starts on the mediums.
Set up.
No rain, relax. No rain.
Interesting. Apparently, there is no broadcast camera. Well, this is good.
They're not changing.
Oh, no, there we go. Yep. It's good to see that this game is still, you know, has its bugs. There's the predicted pit stop strategy from F1 Insights. The one stop, lap 10 to 12. The hard stop at about 7 to 8. As they all come round on their slow lap, warming up those tires and brakes, making sure everything's in check. It is actually nuts how important the tire, like the warmth of the tires, the temperature of the tires, is to a conducive start.
Don't get me started. I spent 2.5 seasons just straight lining the formation laps. And I always wondered why I was getting bad starts. Why are these guys hitting their tires? I didn't know it meant anything.
It's a big contention when it comes to safety cars as well, because the job of the safety car is to make sure that the drivers go around the track at a speed that is safe for not only them, but any stewards or marshals that have to come out on track and clear debris and things like that. But at the same time, the longer you stay behind a safety car at that kind of speed, the colder your tires get, and then it's just a nightmare on the restart. So that's why they have to do these mad, like, left to right, absolute zigzags, just to try and increase the distance they travel in order to get friction in the tires to heat them up. And it's just nuts how bleeding edge Formula One is, that these cars have to run at literally the most optimum point, otherwise nothing happens. Like, it's everything or nothing for these
That's what
guys.
happens when you push it to the limit.
As we can see everyone lining up now. Here come the lights.
That hasn't changed.
And away we go here for round 12 at Silverstone. It's a good launch for Charlie. Sid right behind. As they come through, I can see a Red Bull wide. Seems to be the only car that's been affected.
No incidents down back. It's looking very clean so far.
Ball with Red Panda now as he gets very, very close to Matzoid in the AlphaTauri. But, oh, there's a bit of a bump. It pushes Gus Rules out. But so far, so good. Wahid there in 7th. Peter just in front. Potsy as well will jump up back to... Oh, it's Red Panda with an epic overtake there on Wahid. Very clear who the Max Verstappen is in the group.
Combined and Gus made a little bit of contact, nothing crazy. Yumpsy's jumped down quite a few spots. He had a bad start, but he's looking to regain here.
Red Panda looking for the... oh, we're going to have to jump back because I can see cars side by side as Yumpsy gets a little bit too close to the racing point, forces him out wide, and now you can see Bandcamp now looking for an attack. He gets past Combined in Maggots. Now as he comes through Beckett's, not sure if he'll be able to attack Yumpsy here. I think Yumpsy's got a bit of a lead. Matzoid has hit the DRS sign. And he is now down into 20th.
No damage as far as I can see.
That's got to be rough. That will be a sector. That will be the yellow flag called, but it's an easy one. There looks like someone has also hit as well. It's a Merc spun around.
Pacey hit the pit as well. Must have had damage, and he's just got a speeding penalty.
Oh no, he actually got caught. He got caught by the speeding penalty. That's not good. All right, we'll jump on board here with T-Mac now, who is side by side with Wahid as they move into Village. Oh, and they're forcing each other hard. Wahid is holding his own. They go through the loop.
It's a wing change for Pacey as well. Those hards will go to the end of the race here.
Oh, now Yumpsy's looking for an attack. He lost out to Wahid. Now his teammate...
McLaren. And that's Wahid spun.
Oh, Wahid's dropped back.
Yeah, he spun out after going onto the DRS straight.
Oh man, things are happening so fast I can't even keep track. I saw a McLaren and I thought, okay, yeah, Wahid's still there, but that's Yumpsy.
Yumpsy was down in 17th,
yeah,
and now he's up into 11th.
And now he's dropped up. So Wahid suffered there, Pacey has suffered there, Matzoid suffered there, Smitty has suffered there. They've all dropped down. But at the top of the pack, have a look at this. Charlie in the lead with a nice 6/10 gap between himself and Sid. But look at that, everyone within that 1 second mark. Potty is climbing closer to Big Al there, keeping it towards the 4/10 mark. Thank you for the follow, Big Proof. Much appreciated. And it looks like the timing tower has also glitched out a bit, so hopefully that'll get reset as they come across the line. Sid Apollo now with the fastest lap of 1:28.4 as we hit lap 3, which also means that DRS is now enabled. So we should see more attacks.
Massive train, yeah.
Yes. That is actually, what have we got? T-Mac seems to be the split with a 1.9 second gap there. Got back down to Apollo. Wow, it is insane how close these guys are.
Mac can stay within DRS to be fine. He's on the mediums. Him and T-Mac have done well to make a few spots on the start, but they're on the inferior tyre here. And they're going to drop back very soon here. Matt already falling back 1.4 seconds now behind Peter.
Matt and Gus are all swapping positions there. 20 places, 15th, 16th.
He pitting as well. Second driver to say screw it, I'm going on the hards.
Just on board here with Peter in 8th place. The end of that initial train. Just interested to see. Oh, it's Red Panda goes out. Oh man, he caught that really, really well. I thought that he might actually spin there as Apollo looks to make an attack. Don't know if he'll be close enough. No, it doesn't look like it. He backs off.
Those three are very close together, aren't they?
Jump up with Apollo actually as they move through club now. So Charlie's still on the lead. Sid very close behind, but Apollo is in absolute hunt mode. And he'll be looking to... I think Fever just took that fastest lap away from him. He did with a 1:28.25. Yes, Pondon, I am back. It's been a while, but now I have everything reset up. So I'll be able to take the reins from here on out. Oh, you what? Oh, wow. I didn't even catch up, but that's congratulations. Very good on the win there.
This train still continues. 8 drivers now, all the soft runners mostly anyway.
Everything seems to be pretty constant. There is a Renault off the track. It is Pacey.
It's his second spin actually. He spun after he came out the pits as well.
He does seem to be having quite some difficulty there. Obviously had the wing damage early on. Now with that spin, not looking good, but we still have plenty of the race to go. It is, anything can happen.
Paul is pretty close to Sid here. I'm wondering if he can make a move. Coming into Stowe. Oh no, he goes a bit wide. No, that's going to ruin his run.
Bieber might actually have a little bit of an advantage here as he had a better exit speed, but the DRS might cover.
And pull over to the right, try to break the toe on each other. Keep an eye on Pens this race as well. Matt's got a 3-second penalty, Macadabri that is. But Pens will be pretty important this race as well as it was last week.
Go from
T-Mac with 3 seconds.
Go from Apollo to Combine down to 12th place. T-Mac trying to hold off Bandcamp and Combine's trying to take the advantage. Bandcamp seems to be getting a little bit loose on some of these exits. And just behind him is Yumpsy. It's kind of insane to see how close the majority of this grid is.
It's anyone's game here. As long as you're within this DRS train in the front, really, there's 8 drivers in contention right now. And even the medium runners, they'll come into play later on. The lighter fuel load and the softer tyre.
Oh, you can see them weaving back and forth as they go down the Wellington Straight. Trying not to give each other an advantage. Ooh, he gets a massive lock up there.
Big Al's really close to Fever here, going into Cops. Actually taps Fever's back and backs off.
Jump on board with Yumpsy here. Gotta keep an eye. This is going to be so hard for me to try and track every single battle that's happening, but I'll do my best for you guys at home. So lap 5 of 26. As we come into Maggots and Beckett's, T-Mac has a 4/10 lead. The Bandcamp combined is catching pretty quickly. Yumpsy there going a little bit too wide. Picks up a 3-second time penalty for his trouble. And as you can see, they're trying to break that toe. Combined is punching really, really hard. T-Mac obviously didn't have any DRS there because he's too far away from Matt Dabry at the moment.
Oh,
but
combined. Yeah,
he's looking for any opportunity he can get. And what's interesting is even with DRS, Bandcamp isn't catching.
T-Mac's done really well to maintain this gap even with DRS. That's what he needs to do right now. And
see
in
them
fairness,
through farm.
Dan still has to defend from combined in all fairness. Dan's really the one in the pressure seat right now. DRS here, has combined got a run, maybe?
I think he does. Oh, it's closing, but they both have DRS, so it's not closing as fast as he'd like. However, Yumpsy did lose out there hard. You can see how heavy he had to hit the brakes there, coming in preparation for Luffield. Bandcamp seems to have had a better exit though, so that's increased the gap again. They move through Cops.
Yes, these tyres are going to wear, and as such, they're not quite going to be able to go flat through Cops, especially with full race fuel.
Have a look here. So up in for the lead. Sid with DRS goes on the outside of Stowe, and it looks like he will pull out the lead, and he does. Charlie now in second. Great job there from the Ferrari. But I can't imagine that's going to last too long, as Charlie won't take that line down. We have a Sector 2, Sector 3 yellow flag, and it looks like one of the Mercedes is off the track.
That's White Boy very deeply off, actually. Oh, and that's his wing, and he's out.
Oh, okay. So that is a crash. He is out of the race, and a VSC has been called. Now, of course, the benefit of a VSC in comparison to a standard safety car is it doesn't necessarily accordion the grid together. As long as you stay within the delta times, you are fine. Thank you for the follow, Ed, and thank you for the follow, IG Flow. Much appreciated. The VSC has now been called off. DRS has been re-enabled, and we are ready to get going again. So we are now down to 19 drivers. Unfortunately, Flyboy has been crashed out of the race.
Yeah, that wasn't his fault. His AI actually tried to pull him out of the gravel trap and ended up touching the wall, and his suspension collapsed. I'm not kidding. Literally happened. So a bit unfortunate for him.
That is interesting, actually. I don't even know what to say about that. So Potsy here in 6th place, trying to catch up to Big Al. I can also see that Combined is trying to make an attack here on Bandcamp through Maggot to Beckett's. Gus Rules picks up a 3-second time penalty there for going a little bit too far off the track. Track limit's very, very important. You have to, it's the black bit, right? Not the stay off the green bit, the black bit. Here we go.
Think it's
we do. But anybody that's been watching... Oh, Yumpsy comes up on the inside. I didn't even see him there. And Combined loses out. Oh, the McLaren. Look at him. Excuse me, people, I have places to be. Yumpsy does not care. Now he's going to attack Ben. Look at that. The overtake is essentially always on. I say that, and he turns it off. That's okay. So here we go. Through farm, but Yumpsy is blitzing through the grid here. I didn't even notice how close he was to Combined, but he just made short work of that straight through Stowe.
T-Max had to use a lot of VRS to really maintain this gap to Band. It might start to hurt a little now. Band and Yumsy both with a decent amount of VRS still, and both saving down the straight.
Oh, Yumsy!
Just on the throttle a little too early and just caused the car to oversteer there. He's able to rejoin, but a few more positions down.
That did not go well for him at all. Let's see if we can catch that on the replay. So we're here on board with Yumsy as he's chasing down Bandcamp. Now they're obviously coming down into the Wellington Straight through Brooklands, and then as they approach Luffield, it looks like Yumsy just doesn't have the stability on the car that he wants. And when he goes to turn, he just goes a little bit too far, locks up the brakes, and ends up off the track. So unfortunate, but that's caused him to drop down to 16th place, which is rough to say the least. Apollo and Charlie trade places up at the front there. Let's jump on board. Apollo managing to get around just before Club. It looks like Fever might actually make an attack as well. Side by side as they go down into Farm. Oh my God, the Hustlers is out twice.
Yeah, Charlie and Pepsi coming together on Stowe, actually pushing Pepsi wide. I was watching their battle during the replay. But Pepsi has made the move in the end, and Charlie just getting a little bit sideways as well.
Apollo moves up in a second. FIBA into third. Charlie's now lost 3 places from the start of this race. I have to say, Sid is absolutely flying. A 1.7 second gap so far. See if that can come down at all. Obviously, pit stops will have an effect. See how that all goes. And have a look at this train. It still goes all the way to 8th place.
Sid's broken it. Charlie did fall back a second to Sid, so I'm wondering if Charlie made a little mistake, and then Sid was just able to pull away in that time. So it's good for Sid that he's managed to break the RS here, but pit stops are coming up pretty soon. Yeah.
At 9:26, so the pit window is in a couple of laps. Someone's off the track there, and it's Charlie.
Totally lost it on the last turn there. No hope of saving that. He shouldn't have damage because he hit the rear.
That is unfortunate, but also explains.
He's lost a lot of spots and his tyres will be cooked. And there you go. Wow.
Tyres from the session. Looks like he doesn't want to continue on there. Might have got some serious damage there. So the pit window is now open. VSC has been called again. As looks like Bandcamp and Potsy both pulled the trigger and come into the pits.
Does that help them? That means it takes less time because others are going around the track slower.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's massive. And Charlie there, I think he just had a lot of oversteer with his tyres being really hot. I don't think, if he was trying to control it, but I don't think he did that on purpose.
It might actually explain a little bit, which is why he was losing out. Looks like maybe he just didn't have the handle of the car that he was expecting. And the performance just wasn't there.
So Band and Potsy, watch them when everybody peels into the pits because they're going to shoot up, I think.
VSC conditions are still on. Oh, yep, cool. I see. That's the one thing about VSCs that get me so bad when people like hammer on the brakes. All right, the VSC's called off. DRS is back on, and now jump on board with Big Al. There's the DRS. There's the window open.
Big Al's shot Panda. Just noticed that. Sorry, it's Fever trying to make a move on Pepsi, not really getting it done. And Sid comes in. Big Al coming in as well. Panda's peeling in as well. Same for Peter. Matt will stay out on the medium tyre. So will T-Mac.
Apollo takes the lead of this race as he and Fever both stay out. There's the pit window open again. Matt Dabry now jumping up as well. So 4 people in the pits now. Sid, Big Al, Red Panda, Peter, and Yumpsy all come into the pits. And they're trading places. Fever not getting a great exit there. Apollo, that's some good distance. Now, will the DRS catch this back? Oh, is he going to attempt the overtake? No. Plays the safe
using
game.
all the ERS and then not making the move, they might hurt him on the next straight. Lap 11 of 26. These soft runners can stay out maybe a couple more laps, but their tyres are going to be hurting. They can't take it past 14 for sure. I'll tell you that right now. these medium runners can go nearly 20 laps before they'll have to pit in.
Sector 2 yellow flag. It's one of the AlphaTauris.
Maxwell? No, the other one.
It's Gus.
Gus. Oh dear, he was in a pretty good spot as well. Albeit on the soft tyre.
Eba. 1% ERS left. And Apollo is still a good 5 tenths ahead. They both come into the pits. Ooh, hard on the brakes there. And Red Panda got pinged with the 3-second time penalty. Will drop back down as Matt Dabry will assume the lead of the race. Comes round club. Here he goes.
Sid's caught up in traffic. I'm just noticing. We've only come out in regards to Pepsi and Fever.
Well, he's just made the move on... that was Gus there as Red Panda also overtakes. Now he's looking to try and jump Big Al.
Okay, Potsy, I think, is the first car on track that has pitted. Pitting on the VSC has just put him into the lead of this race, effectively.
As Bear Gem sets a fastest lap now with a 128.137. As Feber's coming out in the pits. Oh, Sid might get into a bit of mess here. Oh, as Feber keeps that inside line. That's interesting. Feber manages to take... No, hello! Red Panda!
Hello, Panda!
Red Panda's like, I also, too, am racing in this race.
Oh,
but there's a spin and it's a massive hit! Whoa, okay. What is going on? I see carbon fiber. Everybody's resetting. What was that?
Let's just take a second to process what just happened there, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, if I had to take a guess, I would say that Red Panda has somehow phased into Sid, and then the game's sort of gone, oh wait, there's 2 cars there, and it's managed to catch them. We'll see if we can catch that on the replay. So we're on board with Sid here. You can see Red Panda on the side. He wants a bit of this. I think what's happened is he's phased. Yep, he's phased into the Red Bull, and then it's caused all sorts of havoc. And spun him there. That is not right. Yep.
Something. I don't think it was pretend doing something. Yeah, no. Wow. Yumsy just spun while we were looking at that as well.
So yes, I believe that Sid may have phased, gone into Ghost, and then the game sort of reconnected him. And Red Panda's wheel was already in his wheel, and it spun him as Peter now sets the fastest lap with a 128.0.
Everyone's calling out to reset the track. I don't know if Sid was aware of not being able to reset the track there, now that I think about it. Oops. Anyway, lap 13 and 26. Potsy effectively leading the race here. Matt, T-Mac, Lotus, Smitty, all on medium tyres, will need to pit again. And Potsy has a good 6 seconds to Pepsi, who is the next driver to have pitted, sorry. And Sid has had to pit again. He's still running at least, but it's a pretty sorry sight down there in 18th.
Smitty with a 3-second time penalty there. But so at lap 13, the times have exploded out. You can see Matt Dabry with a 7-second gap to T-Mac. Lotus 3 seconds behind him. Potsy 6 seconds behind him. But in the midfield here, 7 to 10th. Everybody's within that 1 second mark. Now Peter does currently have the fastest lap, as Matt Zoid picks up a 3-second time penalty there. And it's pushing the car hard. Now everybody from, it looks like 6th to 12th has pitted. Oh, actually no, Matt Zoid has pitted as well, but he went on the hards. So he, Wahid, and Pacey all jumping on the hards. Now Pacey did have to early pit, so that makes a bit of sense.
Same for Wahid, yeah. But Matt Zoid could have made it on the mediums, although it would have been pretty close.
Peter is dropping back now. Feber retakes that fastest lap.
So one thing to note, while we were looking at replays earlier, as Yumpsy sets his 127.7 fastest lap, Pepsi did get a 3-second time penalty, and I don't think anybody else around him, at least fighting for the lead, does have a time penalty yet. That may play in.
Big Al doing a great job holding off Feber there, and Apollo knows that he's got a train starting behind him. But he has some work to do, 3 seconds to catch up to the Mercedes of Smitty. As As you can see, Red Panda using the overtake there through through Cops, sorry. Let's get those two mixed up.
Yeah, Pepsi's lost a lot of time to Potsy. Potsy's just looking a lot quicker. He's lost a couple of seconds actually to Potsy.
Oh, Red Panda might actually have Fever here. Oh, they're swerving, they're weaving. He looks to go on the inside. Luckily, no contact. He thought he might have had the chance. Now he looks on the inside of Vale. That's rich. There was no way he was going to make that. He ends up going a little bit sideways as well because it's unstuck by the rear tyre. Peter now will try and make the advantage as T-Mac has come into the pits and switches to the soft. Excuse me. That can't be right.
We're at the point where the medium runners can go on to softs now if they want.
Oh, 11 laps. Sorry, I've read the lap wrong. Yeah, no, that makes sense. No, they'll be able to do that. It'll be very, very high wear at the end. But no, they can switch to that. So T-Mac will come out in 12th, it looks like. As Yumpsy picks up a 3-second time penalty there. There are a lot of track limit penalties happening. A lot.
There's a lot of places. Cops running wide or going on the inside too much. It's a penalty straight away. Doe, the left-hand curb, very easy to get a penalty in this game compared to the other one. Also, Maggots and Beckett's very easy as there is a...
Wahid off the side of the track there. They're coming to farm.
Not too many penalties tonight though, which is good to see, at least compared to some other tracks. And Wahid trying to get the car straight, really. We have some very hot tyres to take care of right now.
See Red Panda and Fever absolutely fighting side by side now as they come through Stove. Red Panda might just squeeze out the time, and he does as Peter picks up a 3-second time penalty behind him. The Fever does lose out. Ooh, hold on a minute. He's drifting. He's totally drifting.
He's got a good exit regardless. So, Macadabry, Lotus, both hit the pit. Potsy in third place will take the lead after these two runners pit. Smitty also not fighting right now for the lead. Second place effectively is Pepsi, then Big Al in third, Panda 4th, Fever 5th, and Peter in 6th with Band some way behind in 7th effectively.
Back down here in the 12th place is T-Mac on those fresh softs chasing down Combine. It's going to be absolutely no contest. Combine understands that, stays on that left side. Oh, they're still technically side by side though.
Ooh. May want to pick up some DRS for free maybe? I don't know if he can keep up with him through Maggots, but maybe.
There makes cross as Sid sets the fastest lap there with a 1:27.3.
There's asking where Revo is. He is Combined going very wide of Cops. Sorry, Revo has pulled out of the league, as has Mikkel. And Lotus comes into the pits. Matt Cadabry staying out.
You're getting a little bit unstuck in the exit. Red Panda still ahead of Fever. Fever is trying desperately to get past, but he also doesn't want to make too rash a decision because we can see how badly they can go. Red Panda actually got off easy when he touched the back of Fever there. He got knocked to the left, but managed to catch it. It was an easy slide. Fever locks up there.
Thank you for the follow, Battery Acid. Hello indeed. Lap 17 to 26.
Oh, Peter might jump his teammate here. Fever doesn't look like he got a great exit. Now he's going to fight him all the way down into the inside of Brooklands. They're going to be side by side all the way through. It's like Mercedes 1-2 again, except we won't cut to the crowd as Peter... Fever manages to stay ahead, but it was a great attempt. He's going to go again. He's going to go again.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to try and do it through Cops. This has never been a good idea in the history of ideas. No, he has to stay behind. No ERS left in that tank. So Peter wasn't allowed, well, basically wasn't able to make the move that he wanted, but I love the enthusiasm.
He just didn't have enough overlap there. Macadabry coming into the pits now, and the order corrects itself once Potsy goes by.
So where will Matt Dabry exit out as Yumpsy picks up another 3-second time penalty?
It's 9 seconds now, I think.
Potsy takes the lead. Apollo will come past, so will Big Al. So Matt Dabry's coming through the exit. As it stands, he's probably going to exit up behind Peter if I had to take a guess. Unless Bandcamp can catch him. Let's have a look. Nope. Way too far behind. He's already out of the pits there, so Matt Dabry will stay in 7th.
He's on softs as well. This is... Can he get up to this... Okay, this train from 2nd down, he can't catch up to these guys. Macadabry is still on this.
See how much performance he can get out of those tyres.
Potsy and Pepsi, the gap between them 4.2 seconds. It's stayed pretty consistent actually. They've been matching each other's pace throughout this race, it seems. The Gal's still within DRS of Pepsi, but not able to really do anything, and Panda's a couple of seconds back. That's all just making a move on Yumpsy further down. Still side by side actually.
It's interesting to see. So Fever's battle here is with Red Panda, but he's also got to be careful of his teammate, because his teammate is absolutely flooring it. But Fever might actually have a jump here on the inside of Stowe. No, didn't get there fast enough. However, it looks like Peter's had a bad exit through all of it and has dropped back by 5/10. So Red Panda really has to be worried, because as the laps dry down or come down, Fever's going to get closer and closer. They're both on the medium tyre. 1 lap of difference doesn't really matter. So it's all going to come down to ERS. But the funny thing is, Fever is using all of it all of the time. It's actually... got none in reserve. Neither does Peter, for that matter.
Midi fast this lap, 26.80. He has to kind of use it to stay close to Panda, I suppose. Pepsi getting another 3 seconds. This is really going to add up. These other drivers are going to overtake him. And just keep an eye on the gap between Peter and Macadabry. It was 3 seconds at the start of this lap, and it's now dropped down to 2 seconds, and just under that actually with this exit.
Max picked up a 3-second time penalty again. Peter, every time he gets close to his teammate, he just seems to make small mistakes, and the gap then extends. Now, as you said, the issue here is that Matt Dabry is actually flying right now. So there's a good chance that he just comes back and wipes all 3 of these guys. There's still 7 laps in this race. Fever following Red Panda. He's going to look to go on the outside of Stowe. Red Panda keeping the inside line, though. Nope, he backs out.
It's fair.
Hold on a minute. He's jumped back ahead. Okay, I think there's been some lag there. As Fever picks up a 3-second time penalty, apparently, for going on track limits. That was weird. He appeared ahead, but it looks like there was a correction as Matt Dabry, as we all would have guessed, the fastest lap, a 1:26.7.
Matt was the fastest driver by over a second that lap. And he's got the pace to really catch up and make some good ground here.
Okay, so now it's going to be a 3-way battle between these guys, but Matt Dabry is already 3/10 behind. So he's caught up. He's in the DRS. And now... So Matt Dabry might be able to jump all 3. Oh, he's definitely got Peter. That's not a question. A really bad exit from the Alfa Romeo. That's the first victim there. So Matt Dabry up in a 6th. Now, how fast can he catch Fever? Will the extra grip from these soft tyres give him an advantage through Maggots and Beckett's?
He's going to need that grip. They're all on very low ERS right here, but Matt is even more so down on ERS.
As they hit the DRS zone, the wings are open. Fever's looking for an attack. He's going to go side by side. He'll overtake Red Panda as they come in a stow. He gets the job done early, so there isn't an issue. Red Panda seems to go a little bit too far off to the left, so now Matt Dabry's coming to attack.
Panda actually nearly spun there. He actually just caught that. Still holds it in 5th though, and Matt will be looking to overtake here.
Thank you for the follow, Harry. Much appreciated.
And while this is all going on, Potsy is now only got a 2.6 second gap to Apollo Pepsi up in front. So Pepsi's made up a bit of gap here.
Alright, so Fever seems to be well ahead. Now the battle's going to be between the 2 Red Bulls as Peter picks up another 3-second time penalty, going a little bit too far inside as he comes out through Aintree. It's interesting to watch. So FIBA goes out a little bit too. Oh, Peter tries to go up on the inside. Couldn't quite make the move stick. Matt Dabry is definitely faster than Red Panda here, but you would think there's a little bit of hesitation because he doesn't want to mess this up for both of them.
He's got to chill, charge up some DRS and just get it done on the straight if he can. With Panda being in DRS, it just does not make it easy to make a move on the straight, so he pretty much has to rely on the grip on his tires, I think.
Thank you for the follow, Nick Genius. Here we go. Oh, Matt Dabry is catching. Peter, see, again, Peter just doesn't seem to have the exit that he wants coming through Chapel. Red Panda looked to the outside, but he didn't have the length on him, so he pulls back for the safer option. Looks on the inside of Vale. It's a brave move, but FIBA manages to stay ahead. Red Panda still behind, and throughout all of this, Matt Dabry is watching them both very closely because he has the ability to pounce on them. But the problem is he's got to be careful because if he makes the wrong move, he'll take both of the Red Bulls out of the equation, and then neither of them gain proper points. Red Panda looking left and right, can't seem to make the move stick. Will jump up again. FIBA is defending absolutely perfectly right now. He gets a little bit sideways, so this is going to cost him as they hit the DRS.
Here we go.
There we go. Matt Dabry now in. It could be 3 wide as they come down into Brooklands. Oh, and Peter's into the as well.
And the big winner is Matt. Oh, Peter.
There's 4 people. Peter manages to come back in as well. Red Panda drops down all the way into 7th. FIBA keeps some form of position, but Matt Dabry is 100% the winner out of all of that. That's crazy. Where did Peter come from?
That's insane. Now, Matt is 5.5 seconds away from Big Al. He may not catch him, but Big Al has 6 seconds. Oh, not Big Al, sorry. Pepsi has 6 seconds of penalties, so he might be able to catch him and maybe get a podium here.
All right. So, lap 22 of 26. Matt Dabry's managed to make his way through that bit of traffic. Now his goal is to try and chase down Big Al, but 5.6 seconds is a massive, massive ask. He has 3 laps to do it. I don't know.
So, apparently up front, so Pepsi's been catching up because Wahid, a lapped car, has actually been given Pepsi DRS and hasn't been adhering to blue flags. And now Pepsi is getting within 1 second of Potsy here.
That's hilarious. We'll have to keep an eye on that battle. Because as that gets closer, that will 100% be a fight to the flag.
Now, Potsy should have Pepsi on pins, and Pepsi isn't even within DRS yet. But Big Al is still waiting in the wings as well, so he might carry Big Al into this as well.
As we have a little bit of a break in the action, let's just jump on the replay. I think we can see essentially what happened here. So here's Red Panda going across FIBA. Then we jump back to Matt Dabry, who's going to do a move as well. You can see both of them flying, and then Peter comes flying through Brooklands. Like a man possessed, gets past Red Panda, squeezes himself in between. It's a wicked move, I have to say. Oh, well, we got a VSC. Oh, and there's a McLaren in the wall.
Yeah, that's Wahid retiring in the end of Megan's Beckett's, yep.
Okay, so a VSC has been called. Oh, that's not going to be good for Potsy at all.
And look at that gap. He's now within 1 second as Pepsi.
It's dropped down. It's dropped down quite immense. So now that he's within that DRS range, Potsy has to make sure he stays as far ahead as he can. I might just jump up to Big Al. This could be a 3-way battle. His VSC has compressed all of the guys up ahead. So now it's going to come down to who can maintain the ERS. Potsy is on the low side, 30% there. Apollo with 50%. VSC still... See, this works both ways. So the VSC has allowed them to get closer, but the longer this goes on... no, forget about it. It's gone. So DRS has now been re-enabled. Because the longer that went on, the less chance Apollo has to make a move.
That's true. Although Pepsi still has that 6 seconds looming over him. He can't win this here, surely.
So T-Mac and Bandcamp trading places there. So Apollo's got the time penalties, but Potsy doesn't have any. Is that right?
And same for Big Al, I believe.
Oh, okay. This is going to be rough.
So Big Al being dragged up to Potsy may have done something, but looks like Big Al just dropped off through Mags and Beckett's there, so Potsy's just got to keep it clean at this point. That's pretty much it. Don't worry about Pepsi.
I wonder if he knows that Pepsi has those penalties.
Sometimes people check, sometimes people don't. Yeah.
Here we go through far. Lap 25 and 26. We have a lap and a half, or essentially 2 laps. We just crossed the line, so. Potsy, all he has to do is stay ahead. There's not really, well, not even stay ahead, just make sure that there isn't a 6-second gap. But the real problem is that he has to keep in mind Big Al, because Big Al might actually have a fight still.
Yeah, if Pepsi does get by and Big Al stays within DRS, then it's a problem. So maybe it's within Potsy's best interests to keep Pepsi behind him then.
Big Al doesn't seem to have the speed. He keeps floating around that 9/10 mark.
He's on for second though, is Big Al. It's pretty good for him.
Thank you for the follow, Catport.
And let's not forget, Macadabri is still making time among all of this. Although he needs to get within 6 seconds of Pepsi to make it.
So there's the jump. Apollo Pepsi now in the lead of this race, but with time penalties, will not take the victory unless something horrific happens to the 2 cars behind him. Then maybe. Even... actually, yes, he would just take it. So this all comes down to Big Al now. Can Big Al try and close this gap?
And Mac can still get a podium here if he gets within 6 seconds of Pepsi as well. He's 6.8 seconds behind currently. He needs to make 8 tenths on this lap.
8 tenths. All right, now this is going to be an interesting one. So Potsy with DRS barreling down on the racing point, but it's not going to be fast enough. However, it's not really an issue, as he will win by default anyway, as he was better at keeping the car on the black stuff. Big Al, I just don't see him able to catch up. He's floating around that time, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near in terms of attack. So he will take second.
If he makes it.
The real interesting one here is Matt Dabry. He's down to 5 seconds.
He's 6.2 seconds behind.
6.2, yeah. I wonder if he can get it faster. So we'll keep an eye on this. Well, Apollo Pepsi coming around for the last time through Vale. Round club, and he will cross the line, but unfortunately will not take the win with those penalties. So Potsy jumps up through, so does Big Al, and now we look at Matt Dabry, who dropped back quite a lot.
No.
Oh, 3 seconds.
He had a 3 seconds.
Apollo will keep third place. Matt Dabry in fourth. Fever comes across in fifth. Peter, his teammate, in 6th position. Red Panda in 7th. T-Mac coming around in 8th place. Bandcamp will jump in due to those. Or Combined will as well. So T-Mac drops down, but he stays in 10th, so he'll take a point at least.
Lotus, so close to making the points as well.
3 seconds there. Smitty, 1/10 behind. Matt Zoid, Yumpsy crossing the line there. Gus Rules now coming around. Stay in 15th. And Sid, an unfortunate race for Sid. Ended up getting spun out, but due to some weird difficulties there. Nevertheless, though, even though he didn't take the win, that was a great drive. Apollo really nailed it. That was a great show.
Sure.
All right. So that is Tier 1 done and dusted. Who gets driver of the day? It looks like Matt Dabry. Yeah, fair enough. I'd give him that too. Amazing drive there on the softs, managing to punch through. 3 of them there. There's Potsy with a well-deserved win. Not every day you see a Williams up on the top spot.
Maiden win, again, I'm pretty sure.
Excellent drive. Played the strategy well. I think him coming in early.
The VSC really helped.
Yeah.
Man.
Really helped him there. There we have it. Round 12 for Tier 1, done and dusted. Potsy taking the win there by keeping it clean. Big Al with a great second place. And a great drive from Apollo nonetheless, but unfortunately with those penalties, dropped down into third. Matt Dabry with a great drive there at the end, makes it up into fourth place. FIBA and Peter from Alfa Romeo finishing side by side there, 5th and 6th. Red Panda Bandcamp combined and T-Mac round out that top 10. T-Mac very, very lucky to keep that 10th position. But unfortunately, Lotus did have penalties of his own, so he only caught up there by about, I think it was about 1 second, the difference. Smitty, Matzoid, Yumpsy, Gus Rules. Sid with that unfortunate incident, he drops down into 16th place. And Pacey, having troubles the entire race, at least finishes the race in 17th. But unfortunately for Wahid, Charlie, and Flyboy, all three with DNFs. So that is it for Tier 1, but don't go anywhere. Tier 2 is just around the corner, so we'll be right back. And we'll catch you on that one.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. it's driving me insane. Silence rattles in my brain. Yeah, I gotta get away. Always waiting for the phone, so I built my towers tall, wandering through these empty halls. Break the cycle now. Walls are coming down. I gotta make it out. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look my fear right in the eye. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel alive. I just wanna feel alive. I gotta save me from myself. This emptiness, it hurts like hell. My good intentions let me down. I keep getting in my way. My stubborn pride will dig my grave. Leave it behind with every step I take. Yeah. The cycle now. Walls are coming down. I gotta make it out. Yeah, 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 yeah.
they would snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me. I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny. I want percentage, yeah. Put you in your mind like fuck your dentist, yeah. You never had a chance like an abortion. Broke it, you don't wanna play with me, this forfeit. Oh shit, took it to a place that never thought he could. Now the lone wolf is howling up in Bollywood. Now I got some confidence, they call me cocky. Put your fucking tiger in the eye, I feel like Rocky. I am untouchable, I cannot fuck with you. I do not follow rules, makes me uncomfortable. I got all this passion and desire, force my path with the fire. Never passive, I acquire till I'm crashing your empire. They were sleeping, they would snooze on me. I was dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me. I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny. Don't know what to do with me. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. We could be taking control. 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 If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. If we try to believe in anything greater than a miracle, it wouldn't be this difficult. If we try to be a negative bull, yeah, we could be taking control. Yeah. We could be taking control. We could be taking control. We could be taking control. We could be taking control.
the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. Oh, my darkest memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so good. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections. Yeah. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got us running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sticking around. If you're tuning in, thank you for doing so. Now we're here with Tier 2. Round 12. We just had Tier 1, and what a race that was. Very, very interesting. So we'll see if our Tier 2 guys can produce anything as close. I am Kunai Zero, and with me tonight will be Gus Rules. Will join us a little bit later. So 18 minutes as usual on the qualification session timer. Wait for everyone to get in. Be able to kick things off. So another full grid. Good to see. The new names here. See how they go. Looks like combat starting on the medium tire. Yep. Let's see one of. Oh. Nailed it. Oh, there he is, Gus Rules. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad.
I've got a weather report for you. It's set to rain at the end of the race, so at the 45-minute mark.
Okay, all right. We'll see if that actually affects anyone, or if the race is over before the time it actually does anything.
Yeah, it could spice things up if there's a proper safety car or anything like that. Slow it down a bit.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it evolves. All right, so 15:52 on our clock. Lights just making his way around Hangar Straight now. To Stowe. So what do you reckon? What are your thoughts here for the upcoming race?
Be interesting to see if Simdogger bounces back. He had a pretty average race last time out. Don't think it affected his championship lead too much, but yeah, he's definitely going to want to put in a good effort today. Hopefully get a good result.
That's good. We'll see how that goes. I hear Looks like Pondon had a win. Was that last week?
Yeah, great race from him. Kept it nice and clean. He wasn't first across the line, but did what he had to do.
Awesome. All right.
Ben's just saying that I'm coming through a bit loud.
Yeah, I think I've turned you down enough there. Just let us know if it's still bad chat, and I can turn it down even further. This is interesting. So Lights was on a flying lap, but he's now been blocked by CK80. But at the same time, I'm not sure what's up with that. Might be something they have to look at. Let's see who's coming around the corner now. Saxa, which I'm on board with him. Goes through farm. The 123s. Saw from tier 1. Qualification laps at the end there for pole. See where the two end up. Very, very close, trading back and forth the entire time. Towards the end of that session, it was really, really good.
Yeah, I'm expecting the top guys in tier 2 to be around the low 124s. But we may see if someone really brings it some high 23s as well.
Absolutely. Alright, we go through cops. Nice and flat. Light sets the fastest lap so far at 126.6. You can definitely tell he was held up. DRS zones, we'll have another couple of times coming through. Seeing one of the Williams. Trin with a 125.1. Teammate. No, looks like he's starting on a lap. Psycho with a 125.4. And Sax crosses the line there with a 127, so rough one. So looking to improve. There goes Ibis, 126.3. Teammate there. Invalidated. King J with a 126.61. Nut there in third place with a 126.3. All the CK80 here is now. Looks like he's the one getting held up by Lights. Definitely a back off there, so it's going to be rough. Mickey in the Red Bull, a 125.946. As Stars comes across the line there in second, 125.34, and CK80 does invalidate, so we'll have to go.
And that was on the medium tyre as well for Stars, so he's got a lot of time in the tank when he comes out on the softs a bit later.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. So it'll be interesting to see. Oh, I think CK is going to back out of this one. Right there. Ah, yes, he was getting out of the way for Nut. That's all right. The keeper comes across there with a 126.8. Looks like Bait comes across with a 126.6. That is very, very close. Skins with a 146.1.
I think he's taking that extra lap to warm up the tyres.
Yeah.
Get him the right window.
Let's see Sim Dogger there on the outlap. I think his gearbox is broken. Yep.
Woken.
Okay. That is my favourite meme now. Lando on the lawn chair.
Yes.
That is my favourite meme.
The Nürburgring.
Yeah. Easily my favourite.
Was it with
meme.
McLaren drivers and
yeah.
chairs?
That's it, hey. Alright, 10 minutes 42 on the clock. We will we'll watch Simdogger attempt his flying lap, but we'll just do it from broadcast cam so that your ears are protected. God, that's terrible. The yellow flag is like Saxo, I believe. I mean, it's now. Might be London. Yeah. Let's have a look. Tim Dogger now on a flying lap. Teammate currently leading the board. The 125.132. Where he can end up. How many cars? It's 3, 6, I think 7 cars yet to set a time.
Oh, he went into the gravel a little bit there. It's going to hurt him a bit.
That's invalidated this time. Fortunately.
Looks like he's still continuing on. He probably wants to at least get a feel for the rest of the track before he comes out and sets another one.
So we'll jump on board with Combat, who's just coming to the end of his outlap now. Sitting 19th. Set a time his teammate has. Admittedly, that's not really a time, but it's on the board. So around club, we'll jump on board now. See where this McLaren can put itself on the grid. Through farm. Eighth gear all the way down into village. Hard on the brakes. Use all of the inside. That right turn, and then we come into the loop. Now, got to be careful here with traction. That's why you short shift. You want to make sure that as you come out, you get good exit speed, and you don't want to lose any sideways down through the Wellington Straight, DRS zone, and then into Brooklands. Turn hard left. You want to be careful. There's a lot of load on that front left tire, so if you come in way too hot, you'll end up locking up. Could cause flat spots. Not a good time. Cut on the inside there as you move down. The hanger straight, it's nice and flat in Stowe.
Oh, he had a little lift there, and he ran wide. Oh.
Yep, and he had a lift, so that will invalidate, unfortunately.
It is an easy flat corner, but you've got to get that turning point right. If you get that slightly wrong, you're going to run wide.
Fortunate for him, so we'll jump up with Pondon. He's coming through Maggots and Beckett's now on his outlap. Now, let's have a look. Decelerate there in 5th place with a 125.6. Mickey and Nutt still together. 6th, it looks like Lights just jumped up there as well, a 125.8. I don't really see any other updates there. Stars Psycho, 3rd, 4th. Trin still at the top there. I'm sure Pondon's going to look to try and knock him off. Trin's just started his flying lap. Keep an eye on what he sets. Slows down, make sure there's a gap, and now Pondon's off and away. Cross the line, here's the flying lap. What can the Renault do? A 125.186 is currently what he has set. How much more can he improve on that time? 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on that clock. It's a lot of
watching Stars as well on the hanger straight, just about to complete his flying lap on the stop tyre.
He set his on the medium, so we'll see just how much more he can jump. I'm expecting the 24s.
Yeah, looks pretty tidy from what I've seen. Coming in the last corner now. $124.4. Amazing time by Stars.
Way up there now on provisional pole. See if Trin and Pondon can answer it all. Sim Dogger as well. He didn't have a great flying lap. Have a look. Maggots and Beckett's. Nice and tight. It's looking good. Uses all of the track exit at Chapel. Now in the DRS section. Holy, Pondon is 4/10 up on his time.
Trin comes across the line with a 24.8. Still
It's close, but it's not enough.
4/10 off last time.
Bit of lag there, but that's okay. He'll come across the line. And it's a 125 point... Oh, sorry, it's a 124.9. Alright, so it's an improvement, but not enough to jump anywhere, so Stars will stay.
Just a 100th of a second between Trin and Pondon there. Very close together, those two.
Skins now on his outlap. Let's. Oh, as he gets sideways there through village. Stream glitched a bit. Yeah, I did hear. Looks like upload arced it a little bit. Hopefully it has smoothed out. Hello, I'm from England. Hello to you too, sir. I'm from Australia. Skins need to improve his 146.1. Can't imagine that's too much of an ask.
See what happened to Bully? It's showing him as retired.
It is. Is he in the here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't think he had a quali ban.
Well, but
Yeah,
well,
that's
no,
interesting.
He's fully retired, so he will start from the back unless. So here's Skins going around club on the medium tyre. Where can he put himself? Teammate combat currently 14th. His first run. 3 minutes 30 on the clock. Stars still in provisional pole. Trin is hot on his heels. Pondon far behind himself. $400s up on his time in Sector 1. Rooster. Slight lift. Keeps it between the lines. Agats and Beckett's. The track. Oh, that's very far out. That's going to cost some time. But it's 1.2 seconds better than his last run. Oh, hard shift down in a fifth. And in a third. So what are we looking? I'm thinking 26s. And it's 26.6. So that jumps him all the way up into 13th place.
I'm just watching Simdogger behind. He's on a hot lap now. Hasn't set one yet because he invalidated the last one. Coming around the final corner now. It's a 124.5. He's only 300ths of a second behind Stars. Oh, this is going to get spicy.
That is a crazy lap there. So obviously due to desync, it says 1 minute 54, but these guys probably have around 3 minutes left. So there's still a chance for Simdogger to go around again. Or actually, is there?
So it's about... Ooh.
He wouldn't be able to come in. Like, he'd have to...
If there's 3.5 minutes left on the clock, he may be able to get back in time. Obviously, he's going to have to hope that... yeah, Trin's coming out now, so if he can get back quickly and pushes on the outlap, he should be able to get back around. Obviously, it's a bit hard to tell with the desync countdown. He did leave it quite late to come out for his first run, so yeah, hopefully he's not in too much of a hurry from his onboard, so maybe there is enough time.
Like combat around flying up now, yeah. Having a look at who else is. I believe London just coming. Starting his outlap there. If Trin gets it back, it's now. Stars is on his outlap as well. He's just behind. So what we'll do is we'll stay on board with Trin. He will be the first of these guys at the front to set a flying lap. Just keep an eye on everyone's updates as they come in. Combat currently the last of the people with a time set of 1:26.8. Jacob Meister still yet to set one, and Zudix, but it looks like they're on flying laps now. Now we jump on board with Trent as he's looking to try and improve by 4/10. Actually, four and a bit to try and jump Stars. He got pushed down by his teammate Simdogger to third. We'll keep an eye on those sector times. First being just before Brooklands. Second, of course, just after Mackett and Beckett. Down the Wellington Straight, we're going to cross that time, and he is 1/10 up on his previous time. So far, so good for Trent. He's retired from the session. Happy with his 1:26. Oh. Trent now going through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's see. Nice use of the inside. Looking pretty good. He's going to come out of Chapel. What do we have? 3/10. 3.336 to be precise. So it's looking really good for Trent right now.
And Simdogger doesn't look like he's been able to make it out of the pit, so let's see what his teammate can do here.
That is the final time there, as you can see the checkered flag. So Simdogger will sit with a 24.5. He had a bit of sideways.
1/100th of a second.
But he still did it. A 1:24.468. 1/10 better than Stars. And Stars is retired. So Trin, as long as Pondon doesn't beat this time, but I don't think he will because I just saw a plus on the sector time. Yeah, won't be able to cross the line there. Yeah. So Trin, it looks like Trin will take this unless combat. Nope, he's invalidated.
Got 400ths of a second separates the top three positions. That's incredibly tight at the top.
I do love this happened in Tier 1 as well. I love it when people realise that if you go into the pits, it takes longer to retire. So they go into the pit lane and they're like, oh, shh. It's absolutely swerved to the left. All right, so Trin, with an amazing last run, manages to get that pole position with a 1:24.468. Look at that gap. 10, what's that? Hundredths. 10 hundredths of a second between him and Stars in the Mercedes in second. Simdogger, unfortunately not being able to get out one last time, so he will start in third, but that's nothing to sneeze at. Pondon in fourth with a 1:24.9. Psycho in fifth. Lights, Mickey, Decelerate 6th, 7th, 8th respectively. Combat and Ibis round out that top 10. An unfortunate time for Bully, Jacob Meister and Zudix. Neither of them able to set a time. Bully retiring earlier on, so I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but we'll see what happens. Right, so, relatively dry race, but potential for rain at the end, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we've got a teammate confirming in chat as well. Mixed conditions race, so could spice things up pretty nicely towards the end.
Wait for everyone to connect. Be able to go off on their formation lap. Smitty, how do I join the league? By getting good. That is my best answer to you.
I've got to be nice to Smitty after the T1 race, so.
What is good? Successfully making around the circuit. That is my definition of good. A 100% race at Monaco with an intact front wing.
Impossible.
Alright, so there's everyone on the grid. The predicted pit stop strategy, the one stop tap lap 10 to 13, and the hard. That's weird. Why would you stop at the same time for mediums and hards? Go home, AWS, you're drunk. So there's Trent leading the grid on the formation lap. Of course, chance. Slow lap, make sure everything's good. Very, very important to get the tire temperature right Oh, Stars gets disqualified from the...
Oh, it's going to have very cold tyres.
Yeah, that's not good. And the fact that it was only him means that he didn't even hit anyone. I'm not sure what's happened there, but...
Yeah, maybe he hit the wall, or... Even if there's a bit of desync between those top three, that could have done it, but... It's not going to be great. He's going to have about 70-degree tyres. It's really going to hurt. Apparently Sim lagged into him, so...
That's going to be rough.
So just looking at the tyre strategy, we've only got the 4 drivers starting on the mediums. We've got Nut and Saxa in P11 and 12, and Skins and Bully in 17 and 18. Everyone else in the grid is opted for the soft tyres. It is a pretty easy one-stop, so... Don't know, maybe the medium runners will try and stretch it out to the rain, but... Yeah.
It was
Bit
a
of a gamble.
very lucky pit stop by Potsy during VSC, just before the VSC, that netted him a really good position for the win. And that on his strategy. So we'll see how it evolves for these other guys. Even Jacob and Zudix, CK80, King and Keeper. The majority of drivers past the bottom half of the grids decided to start on the softs, so... Everyone to line up, you can see Zudix right there. There we go. There are the lights, but of course... doesn't mean anything. Gotta wait for them to take off. Oh, that is a massive jump!
Jumped the start. Oh,
Lights has jumped the start, and it will get a drive-through penalty.
Spa start there.
He will get a drive-through penalty for that. But have a look at this! Keeper manages to absolutely
combat has gone wide. Oh, and a massive dive from Zudix to the back. And he's lost his wing, and he's gone round.
Something is definitely wrong. Keeper is somehow way ahead, but it was Lights that picked up the drive-through penalty.
So Keeper disconnected on the formation lap, so I think his Ghost AI is in the front, so Stars is the race leader.
No worries, we'll just ignore that one for the moment. So Stars takes the lead, Trin in second, Pondon close behind. Simdog has lost out a couple of positions there as well. Lights, unfortunate for him. There's Keeper. Fortunate for Lights, he jumps the start, so he will have to serve that drive-through penalty during his next pit stop. Whoa, what was that? What was that? Lights just swerving all the way to the left.
He's got a fair bit of wing damage now.
I have no idea what that was. But he was going straight and then he just wasn't. The Saxa goes up on the inside of Stowe. Will he be able to get past Accelerate? Simdogger picks up a 3-second time penalty. Already, lap 1, Jesus. Comes out second best. There's Pondon. Oh my god, Simdogger might even make a move here on Keeper as well. Yes, he does. We'll get past. Keeper drops down into 5th. Oh no, they're still fighting. Still fighting. Coming around the loop. Oh, Keeper getting forced to the outside, and he'll lose out. Simdogger will get ahead. Oh, and here comes Psycho. Looks onto the left. Will he be able to get him into Brooklands? Yes, he does. Even the Red Bull might have a bit of this as well. Keeper is dropping positions like crazy. There's the updated predicted pit stop strategy. Apparently soft to medium laps 9 to 12.
Oh, we've got a Haas round of Ibis. Oh, it is damaged his wing bad.
Looks like it's coming out of Luffield. Simdog is looking for an attempt now on Trin. They're teammates, but there's no love lost. He puts on the ERS. He's going for it. He'll go up on the right side. Trin will have no choice. Can't imagine he wants to burn an ERS at this point. Simdogger will get ahead. Lap 2 of 26. Of course, as Stars crosses that line! Oh, my. How did he stop that car? Wait a minute. Okay, there's lag happening. That's what's happening. I thought for a moment I saw Simdogger go straight off the track. But no, it's just a bit of lag catching up. Oh, but he does go deep there. Stars in the lead. Pondon 2.5 seconds behind. Here comes Simdogger with the DRS. Pondon doesn't really have a choice. He tries to stick to the middle of the track. Or actually, it might be a really good block if he can hold this inside line. That means he'll have to try and get a better exit out of left field. Don't think so, no. Simdogger. Oh, actually.
Oh, we've got Jacobs gone around just before left field as well.
What's happening with people there? It's not a great corner for everyone today.
No wing damage though, but his tyres are going to be pretty hot for the next couple of 100 metres.
Omden has lost out there. Going into Maggots and Beckett's in third. Even with DRS, I believe he probably won't be able to catch in time. No, Simdogger is well ahead. It's going to take Pondon a little bit of a catching up. All those as Keeper and Saxa trade places. I'll have a look at Bate though. He'll be looking to try and overtake his teammate, and he does on the inside of Stowe. They're going to come together. The tyres come. Oh, I don't know how Bate caught that car. But he did. Oh, and he goes for a heavy dive into the Vale chicane. I don't think it's going to pay off. Actually, it might, because I'm on the outside. And he does make it work. Wow, okay.
Great move there. Very ambitious.
That was pretty
Got
wicked.
it done cleanly.
Picks up a 3-second time penalty, though. All right, let's have a look at the replay there. Thank you for the follows as well. I did see them, but I had to pay attention to the action there. So you can see Batemate just woof straight down on the inside. It's caught out. Keeper staying on the outside, but then the better exit allows Bate to go straight past through Club and takes the well, not the lead, but takes the position away from his teammate. And as I'm talking, they're fighting again. Keeper gets ahead and stays ahead into left field. Oh, if only the actual team could race like this.
Smithy in the chat. He has been told. He has been told. Let Sebastian by.
Let Sebastian by. Bate is ahead yet again. Right now, this whole race might just be the two Ferraris playing leapfrog. But I am going to have to jump back a couple of positions because there is a train forming behind this Ferrari, and it goes all the way from 8th to 14th. Even Combat's looking for an attack. And there you go, he just passes CK80. Let's jump through now. He's looking up to King. King's not close enough. Skins is looking at the back of Keeper. At an attempt. Oh, Combat on the outside of King, but King will have... Oh no, he went really, really bad over that left-hander. So Combat making the move. Wow, what an excellent overtake. Lights picks up a 3-second time penalty. Not a great race for him. Good defending there from Combat. King having to assess options. This is not going to be great for Keeper though. Maybe he might be able to stay in that DRS range. Yeah, it looks like he does get the wing. Combat a little bit late on the activation, but still ahead. Everybody nice and close here in the midfield. Stars though, 3.6 seconds now, the gap between him and Pondon.
Pretty even gaps between all the cars at the moment. We've got a few stragglers coming back up to some early pit stops to repair some wing damage. So we got Ibis and Lights on the hard tyres. Zudix has opted for the softs. I've got Simdogger and P17 on mine. Did you see what happened to him?
No, I'm not sure, but he has dropped down as Combat up on the inside of Stowe. It's a tight corner though. You won't have the exit speed, so Nut stays ahead for now. Trin also making ground on Pondon there at the head. They're in third. Combat sticking really, really close to Simdogger. Takes the fastest lap there at 128.3. Sticking very, very close to Nut. Performance is still in these tyres 5 laps in. Here's the DRS. You can see just how much this Combat goes straight up on the outside. He does burn all of his ERS doing so. Oh, they're side by side now going towards Luffield. Nut backs off though. Oh, does he? Oh, the exit might just be better for the Red Bull. No, I thought it might, but it looks like Combat does get more speed out of there. He will stay 11th, so the McLarens are now together. Keeping an eye on these times. This is the closest one so far. But I don't think Nut will be able to catch up even with DRS, as Combat will get it off his teammate. And the train continues.
Bully's sizing up CK80 now. Ooh, he had a bit of a sniff, but decided better of it.
Oh, lock up on the front left there from Nut. Good job not to take out the McLaren. Of course, he is on the medium tyre, so he's looking for the longer first stint. That's, of course, going to impact his performance early on. Simdogger sets another fastest lap at 128.3, so he is in absolute hunt mode now after that accident.
Yeah, he'll be hoping for a safety car as the bunch of field up again. He's gone on to another set of fresh soft tyres, so he's trying to close that gap as much as he can.
Here comes King in the Alfa Romeo. Looks on the left side as they go into Brooklands. Can't quite make the move work. Still has ERS in the tank. Sure, he'll probably attack. Probably not the safest to do it through Stowe, so have to be Chapel. Looking at these times, they've blown up a little bit. 4th to 6th, a couple of drivers scattered further down, but so far pretty close at the back end.
Absolutely amazing start by Stars. Pull out a lead of 4.8 seconds already.
A safety car will wear that away, so hopefully.
Speaking of, we have lights has gone off at turn 1.
Oh, I hope the rejoin isn't bad.
Looks like he's doing it alright, but he cops a 10-second penalty for track limits. He's doing his best to stay out of the way, but he's got to be careful he doesn't get disqualified or anything being too slow off the track. But he's waiting for the traffic. It's probably the best thing to do.
It is a good, honest move there, but the game does not care.
No.
So unfortunately, he got hit with that 10-second penalty for being too far off the track.
But well played team. He's back on the track now after letting the whole field through, so no issues there for anyone else.
Let's jump up to 3rd place. We'll stay on board with Trin as he is trying to chase down Pondon for 2nd place. Both on the soft tyre. Pondon with 24% ERS. So this DRS zone might actually be the key here. Does the overtake button come on? No. Trin deciding to save it. Might look for a overtake on the main straight.
So I'm just going to keep an eye on Mickey at the moment because he's come in already to put on his medium tyres, so interesting to see if he gets much of an undercut here. Ooh, Bateman's to pick up the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits.
I think lights just went off again.
Yeah, so for Maggots and Beckett's and Stowe.
Trin is very, very close to Pondon now. The RS comes on, so does the overtake. He wants to catch him at Brooklands. Don't know if he'll be able to make the overtake move, but it'll be close. Now we'll set up for Luffield. Oh, the timing tower is completely reset. Both the Alfa Romeos in the pits. King J just coming out now. The pit window opens essentially now. There goes the overtake. All right, Trin will try an attack here at Stowe. He'll have to try and do the inside. Maybe how much speed he can gain. Maybe a dive at the Vale. Nope, he comes in. So Pondon stays out. Trin comes in.
There's Simdorga making it past some bully on the hanger straight. Up into 11th position now. His second set of softs are already up to 8 laps old.
Good job to make his way from the back up to 11th already.
Yeah, he'll be praying for a safety car though.
Yeah, got a very hard slog ahead of him. So Mickey, Baitmate, Combat Rat, Jacob Master, King J, all pitting. Lights is swapped as well. Everyone in the top 10 still on their original choice. The sixth yellow flag. It's one of the Alfa Romeos again.
Yeah. And we've got a virtual safety car.
Oh, okay. So that was enough. Oh, all out of VSC. Let's have a look at how some of these change out. So Pondon ends up taking at his lights on the outside of the track.
No one's really near the pit entry. We've got Simdog has just come through through cops. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to benefit from this. But Pondon will probably come in now.
So Lights has lost his entire front wing. That is why that virtual safety car was called.
Got a bit of traffic on the hanger straight. I don't know what's going on here. Decelerate cops a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pits there.
Lights ignoring a yellow flag.
Yeah, I think Simdog is just gunning it.
Yep, the VSC has ended. Simdog flies into the pits. Accelerates in the pits. Psycho, Pondon, all in the pits.
CK80s.
Whoa! Keeper has spun! Keeper has spun completely off the track there. Not sure what happened. Let's jump onto the replay. Just keep an eye on the top left of the screen.
Psycho's come out in front of Trin.
We rejoin there, and whoop, there goes the Ferrari. Right off draw. It's unfortunate. So lap 11 of 26, Saxa in the lead of this race now. Skins 2 seconds behind, not close there. Keeper with that spin, so unfortunately 10 seconds now. Ooh, it's Pondon looks for an overtake.
Oh, that was a bit risky. He thought better of it. He's going to have to be patient. He's got a few guys in front of him who have stayed out on 10-lap tyres.
See the clouds coming as well, so the rain might be close. There goes Pondon. Oh, not really being able to do anything about it. Nice easy position, up into 6th. So now he'll be looking to try and charge for the rest of the race as Keeper does come into the pits. And then makes another position yet again. Stars 10 seconds ahead on them there. Trin setting the fastest lap. Whoa, Trin taking the scenic route. That was interesting. Look at some of these times here. Jacob Meister close, possibly making an attack on combat there for 11th. Trin now caught up behind Bully. It's going to really punish him because this is going to allow Pondon to get away. Psycho's trying his best to keep up as well. Oh, the clouds are getting dark real quick. we might actually see rain during race time. Oh, Trin is so close.
Yeah, he had the same problem that Ponda just had before. Oh, he's hit him! Oh, he's sitting round! Oh, he's set Bully round.
Not good.
Oh,
That's not good at all.
Weird moment there, but a desync, I think.
Yep. We had a pretty heavy desync there, I think. I think that's affected the stream as well. Apologies if there was a bit of glitching there. I do believe something happened. We'll just see if I can chuck on the replay. I think we managed to catch that. But here's Psycho. Let me jump over to Trin now. I think what's happened is Trin wasn't expecting Bully to decelerate so hard, and there it is. Bam. Look at that. It's like a snowplow. Pushing him straight out. Yeah. That's, yeah, it does look like there might have been some issues there in terms of connection. Unfortunate. That's caused Bully to go back to 8th place. Yeah, we've got some people in the chat saying Trin doesn't even have Bully on his screen. That looked about... as soon as he'd spun in, the camera also switched to a standard broadcast as well. So, yeah, I don't know if the game actually registered them there. So that's unfortunate. In fact, Jacob...
Psycho's coming back at Trin again on Hangar Straight.
Jacob Meister's trying to catch Combat here in the McLaren. They go through Chapel. There's the DRS. Lights with another 3 seconds off. Oh, this is not a great race for him. Just isn't. Oh, nice on the inside there. Eye on those clouds, ladies and gentlemen. They will open up sooner or later. They're that dark at lap 14. We might see some strategy changes.
Ooh, Simdogger picks up his 3rd time penalty. He's up to 9 seconds. Not a great race for him.
And picks up the fastest lap.
Consolation prize there.
127.9. Keep an eye on Jacob, but I've also got to keep an eye on Psycho, who is catching up to Trin. Ambient temperature is going down. That will affect tyres. The minute I see some drops on that halo.
Still a 6-second gap between Nut and Stars at the front. Those top 3 guys haven't pit yet. 13 lap old medium tyres. They can hold out till the rain starts, so they could be in a very good position for later in the race.
Jacob Meister making the move on Combat for 11th place there on the Hangar Straight. And Combat, I don't think he's going to be able to answer. No, he has definitely suffered through there. Jacob Meister will get away. Good move there from the AlphaTauri. So Skins, Nut, and Sax. Well, Sax just came into the pit, so just Skins and Nut left to pit. That medium strategy.
Oh, Psycho's just lost
Psycho,
it.
no!
Exited turn 2. Oh, what a shame. He's pushing really hard to catch Trin there, but yeah, unfortunately, just the rear stepped out on him and he couldn't catch it.
On the replay, see him pushing. Only 2 laps of wear on those tyres, but the problem is, just took it a little bit too fast. Comes out, the traction breaks, car goes round, and at that point, you're just a passenger. Right, so on board with Saxa, who is chasing Combat right now, who is chasing Psycho! Catch the car, and he does. Saxa almost repeating what we just saw, but managing to catch. Be interesting to see if Combat can actually grab Psycho here. Saxa so much faster through that section into the DRS. He might even catch Let's have a look. Here comes the ERS. Oh, Combat's got none of it. Yep, Saxa is definitely going to make an attack move. He goes up on the outside as they come into Stowe side by side, I believe. The Renault will have the better exit speed, and he does. But just...
Great move. A great respect from those two guys. Gave each other a lot of room.
Thank you for the
Done
follow.
cleanly.
Going into club. That is a great move there by Saxa. Oh, but Combat's not going to let this go. Except not have ERS to back this up. So it's not looking great for Combat right now, but Psycho managed to put some time between him. Saxa will not have DRS. This might actually be the key that Combat... What? I take that back. Saxa has blown away. So it's going to take some time now.
Oh, Bully fighting with Bateman.
Here we are. Oh, and have a look at this. Jacob Meister's going to come through and get all of them as well. So you can see Bate on the left there. He'll have to give up that position. Bully comes through. So there's the Haas there. A move gets made by Jacob, and now he'll be looking to attack Bully as well.
Have a go at Bateman as well.
I think so. There he goes. Just as they come into Maggots and Beckett's, and Psycho will come ahead. Oh, that is an unfortunate mishap there for Ferrari. Lost 3 positions. And now Jacob... Oh, Psycho might even jump on Jacob Meister now. This might be 3 wide into Stowe. He's forced him all the way off, though. That's rough, because Bully had to move. Oh, no, Psycho, please.
Psycho's gone. Oh.
That is...
I think he ghosted, though. There's no wing damage, but he went in pretty hard.
Wow, yeah, no wing... Wow, okay.
He's,
so I guess that's the lucky part. But that was rough, because basically Psycho was coming up so fast. Oh, wow, we've had like 3 follows in that time. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Jay Cries, Rory, and Boom Boom. Much appreciated. Yeah, he came in so fast that Bully was moving over for Jacob and obviously probably didn't notice that Psycho was coming up. So it's forced him completely off the track. And then I guess with the added debris on those tyres, as he's come around Stowe, he's completely lost it and punted it into the wall. But luckily enough, no wing damage. So I guess maybe he'll be able to recover somewhat okay.
Stars is almost caught up to the leaders again. Skins and Nuts still haven't pit yet, and the gap's only a second between Nut and Stars. Sorry, the strategy of staying out doesn't seem to be paying off. Rain still hasn't arrived. We've got 9 laps to go, but I don't think the mediums are going to hold out much longer.
I feel like the rain will hit just at the end, but will it be enough to force people to change? Maybe it'll just be light and they can get away with it. Saxa now with the DRS and the overtake button. Bateman. Oh, yep. He'll have to go up on the inside as they go through Stowe. Will the Renault have the better exit? Oh, he gets touched.
Ferrari's gone round.
He gets touched, and that's a spin. Now, that really isn't on Saxa there, unfortunately. Bate in the Ferrari wasn't able to keep clear of that tyre, and it's caused him to go round. As we can see, I believe that's the lights ghosted there as he sets the fastest lap. That is
put up the Bully.
That is very unfortunate there.
Meanwhile, we've got a battle between Trin and Pondon just about to come around Luffield.
Oh, Bully has absolutely binned that exit. Oh, Saxon.
Gonna be interesting to see if Trin can get past Pondon on the hanger straight. Just going through cops now.
Oh, I've got to watch so many battles at once. Combat is also climbing up here. So Sax is looking for an attack on Bully. Let's jump on board with Combat. We'll keep an eye on the timing sheet for Trin and Pondon. Stars is also getting very, very close to Nut as well. Oh, Stars is going to make a move. And he does. Overtakes a Red Bull as they come into Stowe. Now we've got to go back. Now here's Trin on the attack. On the outside of Stowe. It looks like he's got Pondon. Well done. That's an excellent move. And then we jump back a couple of positions again as Saxa looks to try and get Bully on the DRS. So let's see. Bully doesn't have the wing open.
Meanwhile, the front Stars has got past Nut. It's just half a second behind Skins.
Oh, there goes a piece of wing. Saxa manages to collect the rear tyre of Bully there. He has lost his end plate. That might cost him some time. They're wrestling for this position and Combat's trying to pick up the spoils. Psycho picks up a 3-second time penalty there. That is a bit... That's unfortunate. Saxa tried to get past, but the wing got caught. The end plate came off. Oh, and the rain is here. The rain is here. You can see it streaking off the halo now. So this may affect these guys. Actually, it will affect these guys. It's lap 19 of 26.
What's going to be interesting, though, is the medium's going to last for Skins and not the changeover period. I can't see it happening.
Oh, Combat tries to go the outside of Brooklands. Bully stands his ground. Have a look here. On the hanger straight. Saxa still ahead. This 3-car battle here. Bully. Oh, man, Combat has so much more speed. But the laps are wearing down. He's 10 laps of wear in, and it's starting to rain. Can't imagine those tyres feel good at all.
Stars has taken the lead of the race from Skins. He's really struggling on those mediums. The track's starting to get a bit crazy. And there's just not enough grip for him.
Bully looks to the inside of Stowe. He makes the overtake on Saxa. Saxa without DRS. There wasn't really much of a choice. Combat trying his best to keep up, but I can't imagine the softs are going to let him do so. He pulls in. Oh, Saxa tries to dive on the inside of Vale. Oh, it's a brave move, but he wouldn't have had the exit speed at all, so Bully takes that position again. However, coming up into Farm, Saxa is a lot faster. This is dangerous. It's raining. These tyres are not going to react the way these guys think they're going to react.
Combat's on the inters. He's gone inters.
First driver
only one to pit that lap. Probably a bit early. I'm not seeing any spray coming off the tyres.
We will see. As Saxa chooses the right side. It's past easy. Now he's just going to make sure he hits the brakes in time. Yep. Makes it work. Bully now on the chase. While we're talking, let's have a look at Pondon here in 5th position. He's chasing Trin down as best as he can. Oh my god, have a look at the rocket ship that is the Renault right now on the right side. Oh, goodbye. Thanks for playing. Great overtake there. Up into 4th. Nut picks up a 3-second time penalty. Rain is coming down heavier. Is it going to be enough? Right now, it doesn't seem like people are struggling too bad. Skins and Nut were definitely.
Getting close to the crossover period, just watching Combat, he's had a pretty tidy first sector. Doesn't look like he's having too much of a problem getting around with the inters at the moment. Oh, but he's run very wide at Cops. I think it's still another lap or 2 to go before the inters are the tyre of choice.
Have a look at Simdogger. He's now caught up to Bully. And he wants a piece of this. So Saxa now going to have to play the hard defensive game. 21 of 26. See if he can stay ahead. Simdogger is on Bully's tyres are on 20 laps. They have got to be like shredded.
Pretty commanding race so far by Stars. Again, that gap's out to 4.5 seconds at the front.
Right now, it does look like it's in his favour.
7 seconds clear as well with Pondon, who's really the next guy who's battling for the lead. Oh, Ibis just flies past Combat on the hard tyres, so the inters are not working at all. Gets passed by Decelerate as well on the hard tyres, so definitely the wrong choice there.
There's more water popping up on the screen though, so it is getting heavier. Just waiting to see that switch point. Just want to see when it changes. We start to see people getting really, really slippery out of corners. Sax is doing a great job to keep 8th position right now. He's defending really, really well. We'll jump up with Trin now, who's chasing Pondon down. Pondon did that excellent move on Stowe. King J with multiple warnings there, picking up a 3-second time penalty. Nut, I can't imagine he's going to be able to defend this. Pondon will probably skate past as soon as they hit Chapel. closer. Trin is managing to keep up a lot better than Pondon is. There goes the DRS. They both have it though. The ERS comes on. Pondon is burning everything he can to try and make the move as he can to the inside of Stowe. Geez, Nut comes across pretty quickly, but they manage to keep off each other. There's a little bit of contact, but no damage. As Nut looks for
the Decelerate went off at turn 2 as well.
Oh, so Nut gets squeezed out. Pondon makes the jump, but Trin has to get past as fast as possible because Nut might hold him up, and that could be all it takes for Pondon to get away. Well, we've already had one car go off, the AlphaTauri. Oh, hold on. Bit of a glitch there. Back. Bateman with a 3-second time penalty. Lights as well. And there goes Trin. Down the Wellington. Great pass, no problems. Fight is now on again for third. Be up to Pondon to try and defend it for the next 3 laps. But right now, I have to say, it looks pretty good for Stars.
Yeah, he's just lapped Combat Rat, so yeah, those inters aren't working at all. He's going to have to come in and pit, I think.
Cooley and Simdog are floating around.
He's made his way back up to 9th place. It's a great recovery drive.
From Simdog, yeah.
Sizing up Saxa as well, going into Maggots and Beckett's.
Skins comes into the pits. He comes into the pits with 2 laps to go. Looks like he'll probably go for fastest lap if I had to take a guess. As Simdogger overtakes Saxa there just before Stowe.
Yeah, putting on the soft tyres for Skins. And Nut as well. They're not game enough to try the inters. I think probably Skins has heard from his teammate it's not the way to go.
Oh, Pondon and Trin are fighting. The DRS is on. Pondon's trying to hold the line that will give him the defense coming into Brooklands. Oh, it's a bit vicious, but they keep it relatively clean. But Trin will make the overtake. However, the Renault might actually have more power out of here. No, Trin holds his own. Lights has a 10-second time penalty again. How is he not disqualified? I would swear that's 30 seconds.
Got to be getting close, yeah.
It's got to be close. So Pondon is behind. Stars looks like he's got a hold of the oars. Oh, yep, he's ghosted. That's fine. Well, Combat might actually get in the way there. Got a yellow flag. Ah, yep, that would have been Combat getting out of the way. Oh, and that's cost Pondon a little bit. Drop down now to 6/10. As Skins on the faster tyre. These bully and stuff. Oh, that's a pretty rough braking. You don't want to have to brake like that at Cops. He'll probably make the overtake at Chapel. DRS is still on, so the rain isn't that heavy. There we go. Fast, no problem. There on third. Up 25-26. Stars with an 11.9 second lead. As long as he doesn't do anything drastic. Take this. Ibis picks up a 3-second time penalty again.
And I don't believe any of the top 3 have any penalties so far, so they've done really well to keep this performance level up and keep it clean at the same time.
Definitely impressive. Pondon on for a podium.
They've got great performance from Mickey as well. Remember, he was the first one to pit for the medium tyres. He's up to 4th position.
Got a 1.1 second gap between himself and Jacob Master, both on the same wear, so it's a great drive from them, and Simdog is back up in his 6th. That's a crazy drive. And through all of this, you can see Skins is trying to fight his way too. Looking to get past Saxa here in the Renault. The DRS is going to enable him to do that pretty easy, let's be honest. Yep, there it goes. Now all Skins has to do is make sure that the yellow is behind him. He'll take 7th place, these points. Fortunate for his teammate, who made the wrong call on the tyre choice and is currently 19th. Mikau, thank you for the follow. Seems as though on this last lap, Honden isn't going to be able to catch up to Trin here. Let's keep an eye here on Stars as he makes his way through the final, or up to the final sector now. Great drive from him. He'll take the win here at Silverstone. Nine those times. Here we go. Down through Vale. You can see him weaving left and right. He knows he's got it in the bag. Comes around the Vale chicane for the final time. Into club.
Yeah, great race. Great race. Slows it right down for the pit crew. Does a burnout on the
Does
straight.
a burnout as well. That's great. Well deserved. Here comes Trin around the final corner as well. Unfortunate for Pondon. Tried to catch but couldn't quite. And he'll cross the line. So 2nd and 3rd respectively for both of those. Mickey as well with a great drive. Have a look at Jacob Meister though. Will he go for a late dive? I don't think he's got the power. Unfortunately, the Red Bull will come out in front. And a nice 4th
so the Red
position.
Bull loses it.
Boom! There it is, right into the wall. That's what you want to see. All right, so Jacob Meister, Mickey in 4th, Jacob Meister in 5th, and Sim Dogger, after what happened to him, all the way up into 6th place. That's a great drive. Saxa comes across there in 7th, Psycho in 8th place, Skins Nut taking out the top 10. King, 11th there. Bait comes across for Ferrari, Keeper right behind. Unfortunate for those two, and then of course Bully. Got caught up in that unfortunate incident where him and Trin were in the same space. Caused Bully to spin, so he'll unfortunately come past in 14th, and here comes CK80 on the final corner there. Jumps, comes up 14th, and here comes Ibis. Whoa, hectic Tokyo drift here. That is the race done. Oh, and there's an Alpha just parked right in the center. So the rain came, but it didn't really affect anyone. As the driver of the day there, given to Jacob Meister. There it is, Stars. An excellent drive, well deserved. Also, to pull ahead that far, yeah, well deserved. Great drive there from Trin and Pondon as well. Getting the 2nd and 3rd place respectively on the podium. I was hoping Pondon might be able to do like a bit of a fight there at the end, but managed to get that one over on him. So that is the race done and dusted. Mickey there in 4th. Actually probably would have got 4th anyway because Jacob Meister had 6 seconds of penalties. Sim Dogger managing, even with 12 seconds of penalties, he managed to get up to 6th place. That's actually pretty impressive. Saxa there in 7th, Psycho, Skins, and Nut rounding out the top 10. So at least one of the McLarens on the board there with points. And it's unfortunate there for Light, who ended up getting 32 seconds of penalty. That is insane. Unfortunately for Combat as well, putting on the inters but not quite paying off. Alright guys, that is it for us here at AFR. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed Tier 1 and Tier 2. We will be back next Sunday, where we are around 13, so that would be...
Hungary.
Thank you, yes, the Hungaro Ring, the adult go-kart track. Alright, hopefully you've enjoyed it. We will catch you on the next one. I've been Kuno Zero, this has been Gus Rules, and goodbye for now.
Thanks guys.
Feel uninvited. Left you home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play pay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder.